What is sexual transmutation? Hello everybody, and welcome to Male Wisdom. I will discuss a little-known technique called sexual transmutation. To assist you in honing your manly qualities, we'll discuss sexual transmutation. In other words, I'll show you how to channel your pent-up sexual energy into productive and effective means of self-realization. I will go over some ground I've already covered, but with an updated perspective, the concept of sexual transmutation. I find it fascinating and challenging and constantly discover new facets. I hope you find new methods of expressing similar ideas very helpful. The question of what the hell am I supposed to do with my sex drive is central to sexual transmutation, and understanding this question will help you better grasp the concept. Yes, the short answer is that you need sex. It's common knowledge that the typical modern man has more sexual urges and desires than he can ethically or practically fulfill. As a result, the ordinary man turns to pornographic material and self-pleasure to release his pent-up aggression, which might lead to severe consequences. If you've read any of my past material, you know that pornographic material and self-pleasure, when combined, can strain relationships. Sexual dysfunction can manifest in negative ways, including losing interest in life and relationships with women. But, if you want to understand that better, you can look it up online. Now, even if mature material or self-pleasure didn't cause all these problems, it would still be a massive waste of energy, and that's, the issue here. If your energy isn't going somewhere lovely that you're ethically connected with and care about, then that's a problem, and it is precisely the issue addressed by sexual transformation. So, let's take a step back and look at this idea. Ancient alchemists, like the ancient forerunners of modern chemists, are credited for developing the concept of transmutation import. One of their key concerns was elevating a less desirable sexual charge to a more desirable one, like turning lead into gold. In this case, we aim to turn the information of an unwelcome sexual order into the gold of a desired or intended positive action. Consequently, how to accomplish this task becomes the next question. I won't be able to go into great depth in such a short amount of time, but I can give you the overall picture, and maybe that will be enough to get you started with this and make it your own. This is accomplished by refocusing your desire and examining its origins. Heartfelt longing for something you know you shouldn't have. You can refocus that discomfort on anything else. By making this association in your mind, you can raise the desire from a more base source. Those with a head for numbers can see that this amounts to redefining a variable from X sensation points to Y want rather than Z desire. So, let's say you're experiencing a strong need to watch pornographic material and self-pleasure on the internet. Well, you should tell yourself, hey, I don't genuinely want to watch it after looking at something like that. I don't want to massage my junk and act like I'm having sex. I just don't want to. Not what I want at all. Even if my body suggests otherwise, it's not what I want. Whatever you aspire to do, I want to advance in my work, find a girlfriend, and create some form of art. I believe you when you have identified your heart's desire. You tell yourself, I don't want this, I want this, and then use your strong will to channel your thoughts elsewhere. Mental exertion doing this requires willpower, and since you only have so much of that to go around, it's not easy. This transition must be deliberate. You need to focus your efforts on a small number of goals rather than spreading yourself too thin. Otherwise, you'll be too disorganized and the plan will fail. Making love to live, or taking a feminist stance on reality, can help bridge the gap between your sexuality and the rest of your life. This can be a challenge for people trying to satisfy a sexual urge while also having a desire for professional advancement. For example, making love to live, or taking a feminist stance on reality, can help bridge this gap. Imagine that reality or your intention is a beautiful vision you want to realize, and that you are pursuing, courting, and wooing this vision like a woman. This will help you comprehend how this technique works. Like how a knight would chase a princess, this artwork depicts the cosmic princess you are looking for. After all, a man's sexual energy is naturally attracted toward physical, sexual union with a beautiful woman. If we're going to get archetypal, this isn't so weird once you give it a try. After all, we're talking about men here. On the other hand, if you can direct the energy you get from sexual activity in a constructive manner, you will discover that your life takes on a more harmonic tone. You will be more successful in all of the endeavors you undertake. You become sexually active and vibrant. Feeling connected to others and energized in your day-to-day life is a fantastic asset that should not be overlooked. It's okay that you satisfy your blower's unquenchable desire for sex and pleasure as long as you do so. You make Europe appear more enticing by elevating it to a higher level, and you pursue it the way you would a stunning woman. Here's the catch with attempting to rescue your cosmic princess. Jordan Peterson believes evil forces regularly abduct princesses. This presents a dilemma for your mission. If you are a fan of his, you will realize that this makes perfect sense. If you want to learn more about it, I recommend reading something by Jordan Peterson on dragons or something similar. This is the area in which he helped me see things in a new light. You can probably figure out his general sentiments about it and the reasons behind the standard monster plot, which involves kidnapping the princess and concealing her in a tower made of treasure chests. This is a reference to the most important psychological aspect of the situation. It is always essential to try triumph over challenges for people to attain reproductive success and access the resources they require. If you're working hard to develop in your career, maybe the thing holding you back isn't your current state of the economy so much as your self-doubt. You may be dealing with a challenging family problem that has to be sorted out before you can finally be reunited with the princess of your dreams. If this is the case, you'll need to take care of it before you can see her again. There you will find your dragon, which you will need to defeat. Consequently, fighting is the portion of the sexual transmutation equation that comes into play at this point. You have to unleash what I've been calling your male edge, also known as that aggressive side, to break through the obstacles blocking you from doing the things important to you. You must come to terms with the fact that this authority is yours to exercise however you see fit. It's a product of your testosterone, a component of your inherited genetic makeup. If you have a lot of testosterone in your body, it will do two things for you. First, it will make you want lovely things, like ladies or social standing, much more intensely, and second, it will give you the energy to go out and aggressively chase those pretty things. As a result, it is essential to regard the capacity to attract and the ability to actively pursue a goal as two sides of the same coin when referring to a man's personality. Observing this made me realize how far we have come in terms of elevating forms of expression that are so fundamental to the status of art. When you stop to think about it, our ancestors probably had more important things on their minds, like protecting themselves from dangerous animals and having children and constructing a family tree. The majority of the time, we will face more theoretical issues. Your knowledge of global corruption may be the reason for this. We have a relatively high fertility rate. This may be because we have had little difficulty adjusting to modern living. Even though replication is essential, the fertile ground on which we operate also involves the production of works of art, biological value, and abstract virtue. This is such cutting-edge technology, yet the production of it and the practical application both take a significant amount of effort. If you cannot restart your sexual drive, you will be forced to spend the rest of your life feeling physically and emotionally feeble. However, if you can harness that power and figure out how to channel it into something other than sexual acts, the possibilities are virtually unlimited. Because of this, you will be able to live a stronger, more active, alive, and sensual life if you simply direct all of this energy downwards. Great content. It makes sense that many people would be fascinated with sexual activity, given the significant amount of our vitality tied to sexual engagement. But if you do that, you'll end up living with half of yourself, and there's a chance that half of you are a pornographic material addict. So, that sums up all of my thoughts for the time being. If you're lucky, this article has provided you with something to chew on while you mull over the recent events in the world, a nugget to consider while pondering the news. It has a profound impact on my life, and I've seen the same kind of transformation in the lives of other people who have given it a shot. So if you do decide to give it a try, I'd be interested in reading your feedback in the comments or on Facebook. You already have a firm grasp on all that valuable information. Is dating doomed? Are we all just destined to be alone? In this next video, we look at the black pill, a pessimistic view of dating and relationships gaining traction on the internet. But is there any truth to it? Or is this just another way to give up on love? Be sure to watch it.